Hello, my name is Angelo Ibarra. I am an NRA instructor, and I also represent U.S. Law Shield for your self defense insurance. Um, I want to talk to you about what MUSA training and investigations can do for you. We are a firearms instructional facility. We train you on how to shoot. One of the things that most people will do is they will purchase their firearm. They'll go out to the shooting range and they're shooting at a piece of paper that's this wide and about yay tall. The thing with that training is it can't stop there because that paper doesn't move, that paper doesn't shoot back, and you are completely calm. What we teach you is situational awareness when it comes to shooting. We train you on standstill targets, we train you on moving targets, and we also train you on full on realistic scenarios like home invasions, carjackings. I mean, you name the scenario, I most likely have it. If I don't have it, the software that we own will actually allow us to record it and put it into play. So if you want to train on active shooter scenarios, we can come in, we can videotape your facility and create scenarios within that so that your staff can practice. I'm not going to get into the situational awareness for active shooters for this particular video, but if that is something that you want to become aware of, please give us a call. We'll schedule out a time that we can call, speak to you on that, and even process your requests. We'll look for the avenues, the modifications, what your specific needs may be, what are good hiding places, which ones are not, things of that nature. But again, we teach you what most people don't understand is that the target shooting at a live fire scenario cannot be all of your training. Let's say, as an example, someone breaks into your home. What are you going to do? Are you going to ask them to stand still for about 15 seconds while you get a shot off on them? That's not realistic. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that going out to live fire training is a bad thing. It definitely is a good thing. It's just you're only getting a portion of the training. We have a firearm simulator that will transition you through the process of standstill targets all the way through moving targets, and as I mentioned before, full on realistic scenarios. If you go to my website, www.musa-ti.com, on the very first page, you're going to see where I took about 6 or 7 different videos and just kind of streamlined them together, just bits and pieces of each. Again, I can only do about 1 to 2 minutes max of video on there to show, but if you want to come in and take a look at what we have and how we train, I can promise you that at best, or I should say at worst, I can make you a better shooter. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that I'm the only good trainer. There are hundreds of thousands of qualified instructors across this country. I am based in the Central Florida area. There are lots of good trainers as well in the Central Florida area. I do have a process that will get you trained properly. So the first things that we do is we take your grouping that is here and we fine tune it so that you close out your grouping to about here. Now, why do we want to concentrate on your grouping? Well, understanding that most people that go out to a shooting range are not nervous or not in any way altered. What most people don't understand is that the minute that the nerves kick in, your grouping, if you are here hitting all over the torso now, is almost doubled. That can lead up to a 73.8% chance of you actually shooting an innocent individual when the nerves kick in. We want to make sure that that does not happen. A lot of the instructors around this country are fine tuning their training to make sure that the students that they have do not go into this type of scenario. Understand that if you shoot an innocent person, that is a straight go to jail. You can't say, well, I was trying to hit that guy, but unfortunately I hit that guy. It doesn't work that way. That's a straight go to jail. If you are going to choose to carry, like anything else in life, you must become proficient at it. Um, a driver's license is not given to someone that is not able to control a 2,500 pound plus vehicle until they show proficiency in being able to control that. Now, right now, I want to implore you that if you are carrying a gun, don't think that because you go to the shooting range, you are prepared. I have the bad news of telling you, you are not. I don't care if you do 10,000 hours a year in training at a standard shooting range. If you are not training for moving targets, there is a section of your training that is highly missed. And that's going to open you to opportunities to allow a criminal to have the upper hand. I'm sure you don't want that. Myself and some of the other trainers around this country do not want that to happen. We want to train law-abiding citizens in order for them to be able to properly defend themselves and their families, to be able to stand up and protect the Second Amendment rights that we have been given into this country. If you are in the Central Florida area and you want to be properly trained on every aspect from standstill targets to moving targets, even through realistic scenarios, give us a call. If you are in another state outside of Florida or even Central Florida where I do my training, seek out individual trainers that are able to train you in this manner, to be on the move, to know how to actually aim on moving targets and be precise when hitting the moving target. Again, there's thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of trainers across this country that want to do their part in training you to be proficient if you are choosing to have a firearm in your home, whether it's a handgun, whether it's a shotgun, whether it's a rifle, whatever it is that you want to become better at. Seek a qualified trainer to teach you. Don't just think that going out to the shooting range, because the only thing that you're perfecting without any training is bad habits. We would love the opportunity to help you overcome those bad habits that you have, teach you on aiming, teaching you on trigger control, follow through, your breathing, and where you should fire, the techniques necessary to be able to hone in your grouping to a very tight margin on there. So again, MUSA Training and Investigations is just one of many companies across this country that can properly train you on every aspect of the training, whether it be from standstill targets to moving targets to full-on realistic scenarios. Give us a call. Thank you.